See him? Boom. Arms. Full torso. Arms. The gap is there. The gaps are there. There's his arms. There's his face. There's some kind of tech going on back here. Right behind him. The structure system is out of control. That's an eyeball. Look at that. Real quick, I'll put this up first. And you guys, I'm going to leave. I was explaining before, I'm going to leave some of my raging up. I want you to see. I feel like it's what they want to tell you sometimes, and it's not me. It is my frustration, but it's also the frustration of the people that they pick out to see them that still don't get it. Like that you've been given this amazing gift and you're not opening your mind. I just saw another one. Look at him right there. I've been looking at this picture for 24 hours. And I never saw that. It's amazing how you can keep looking at a picture like that. I mean, look, screenshot that, guys. And the stuff that you'll find in there is unbelievable. Eyeball. Okay, there's also other ones here. I'm not going to show them to you. Right there. It's incredible. Good morning. It's like 6 almost, maybe. Kieran, love it. My parents gave it to me for Christmas. They gave me a bunch of like presents from Walmart and stuff, and that I picked up. They're awesome. I have a big one that I don't know. I think I'm going to wait until I open it. It's really heavy and big. And then they sent me stuff to the P.O. box. I even got a little Christmas tree. It's battery operated. It's awesome. It gives you, man, what a great, oh, my computer's going to ruin it. But, I mean, man, it just really adds to the environment. Sorry, that's really bright. I'm getting some stuff off my phone really quick. Hey, guys, I know Wayne will be here in a little while, okay? I don't know how you do it. It's so cold. It's so cold. Look at that. Oh, it's so cold. I put my feet out there. You guys know I love you. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. My best buddy right there. Oh, that's Jed. No, my best buddy's right there. It's Intrepid. He's my boy. He's such a good boy. He hugs me. He literally will come over and just put his head over me and just hug me for as long as I want. It's amazing. I don't see Yeti in... Oh, yeah, they're right there. Look at them. He's freezing. They're so cold. They scrape out the mulch. They lay on it, and then they huddle. I feel so bad for them. What are you going to do? You know, this is life. But high elevation animals, I really feel bad for them. They say most animals... I forget what I read one time. Like, most animals should never be below 5 degrees, I think it is, or something like that. And these guys are below that all the time. I feel so bad for them with no indoors. We do have that in the other barn, but not these guys. So anyway, let's do this breakdown. You're busted. Breakdown, take down, you're busted. All right, I want to start with this photo, which is amazing, guys. This is out of Scotland. This is Colin. It's just simply a mind bender, okay? I have... On my phone, it comes out unbelievable. Let me give you an idea. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I was like, you know what? My phone's right here. Let me show you the difference. I mean, just how amazing it is on the phone. Hopefully, I can show you that on the camera. Let's see if that one works. Yeah, this one should work. Just how unbelievably amazing you can see them. I mean, it's incredible. Okay, you see the white one right there? How he's holding on. He's literally just dangling like it's effortless. You can see the big face right there, the big brown one. And then I'll show you the details. Once I show it to you, you'll be able to see what's actually happening. It's, let me tell you, this Scotland forest is astonishingly beautiful. It is incredible. Now, here's the thing. You know, by the time Colin sends it to me, I have it on my phone. I upload off my phone to the PC. You know, it's not quite as gorgeous. You got to see these pictures on my phone. It's a mind blower. So putting it on the monitor, even though it's 4K and I'm filming in 4K, doesn't always do the trick. But look at this picture. Okay, so there's your structures. You know, like I said, I'll never show you a picture without a structure. This is a forehead. he loved to take the picture backwards, and it really seems to pay off. It really, really does. Let's see if we can get a zoom on that. My point of interest is, well, it's going to be hard to explain to you, but they're actually in this. They're pretending this is a trick. They're pretending that they're in a stump, and they do that all the time. I was told that when I first started, and I was like, what? And this is what they do. This is how regular people can't deal. You know, I'm really having a struggle. So bear with me with it. I'm at the end with the patience level, and I really am. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm at, my patience level is 0 with human beings. Mostly just because of their actions and the way they treat other people, and the lack of just being a human, basically. That's why we're called humans, and these people aren't human beings, in my opinion. Okay, let me show you some amazing things that no one would ever see except for me, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. It's unbelievable, okay? First of all, look at this strangeness, okay, and how you can see how he's using, let me try to get back so you can't have any lines. You can see the pole that's holding that all up. So if you thought that was a stump, you're gravely mistaken, okay? None of this is even attached to the ground. It's all on a platform, okay? This is what they do. If you could use that much of your brain, you could do it too, okay? Stop thinking you're special. You're just a regular human being like the rest of us. You're not a god. You have no idea what you're doing on this earth. You do what you're told, like a sheep, okay? Even the biggest believer like me does what he's told, like a sheep, because we have no choice, okay? Get that through your head. I don't care if this annoys you, I hope it does. Because I'm at the point where I'm really, really tired of talking to the public. I can just do these videos for my group of people and that's it, and they all understand this. Do you know how nice that is for me to do this with people that completely get the subject, and I don't have to sit here with frustration and try to explain this to them, because people are too unwilling just to simply look. It's an absolute mind-boggling situation, okay? Look here. Now that that's out of the way. He is literally, his face appears to be coming out of the ground, okay? None of this is pareidolia. This is all real. There's a trident over him, okay? I will never show you a picture of the unseen world without their language involved, okay? And there it is, right there. There it is, right there, and here it is here. You have to look very carefully here to see the structures, okay? Then, if you look even more carefully, you can see leaners that are literally being held by a hand in the tree. Literally, it's wrapped by a hand, the black leaner. This is one of their magic staffs, okay? This is how they do it. It's very simple, okay? We'll have magic staffs too, guys, in 1,000 years, okay? They are much more advanced than us. Whether they're aliens, I'm starting to believe that's probably what they are, honestly. You know, whatever they are. You can see the totem poles, okay? Remember, I figured out that that's where totem poles came from, right? You can see I'll show you the picture. I'm going to go back here later in another picture and you can see them. It's amazing. This guy's incredible right here. Look at that. It's undeniable. You can't, there's nothing anybody can say. You have to understand that we don't care what we see there, really. We do, but look at the X. We don't, it doesn't matter, because this is a confirmation. This is 100,000% confirmation. These structures that you can barely see are all confirmation. I think that's one right there. Look at that dude. Like, what the heck? He's right there. You can see his eyes. Look at the size of his head. This guy would rip your face off, okay? It's an amazing thing. And notice, you'll never see one of these whining, complaining researchers ever film something like this. They will never allow someone like them in there. Can we get in a little further? They're everywhere. Look, they're all using the magic from this staff. Look right here. His mouth is right there. There's his nose, his eyes. They're all in magic that you can't understand. Eyes. Okay, it's not pareidolia. That's a pareidolia is the excuse of a layman. That's all it is. Is pareidolia a real thing? Not with me. You can't. I'll never show you a picture of pareidolia. It's never happened, and I never will. I get a lot of pictures of them, of pareidolia, but I don't show them to you. Look, I just saw another one. I'm spotting most of these as I'm doing the breakdown. Look right here. You see here? Watch this. Literally on top of the structure. Okay, follow the structure, which is a language. Okay, keep in mind I have literally 1,000 pictures of just that in the same exact situation. It's a language, okay? It's a learned language. That one's tough to see on the camera. Let's go back further. Hey, you know what? What if I went like this? Let's just try something. I'm way over here, right? Let's do this. Let me use my eyepiece like I'm out in the woods. Stick with this, guys. I have some amazing stuff. Wait till you see the world in South Carolina. And bear with my commentating. That's why I'm kind of raging. I'm going off. not making much sense because I have one of the worst cases of tinnitus I think ever in history, and it's very difficult to focus. So just bear with me, okay? This is gonna be better in January. Let's try this. Ooh, I like it. Let's see, can I see him? I think you can see him just enough to tell, like, like the real people will know. If you're new to this subject, I'm a difficult person to watch because, what you're seeing now is the best in the world. There is nothing better than this in this subject, and it's going to be hard for you to understand. Just jumping from not knowing about Bigfoot into what we're going over here. So, either you're incredibly intuitive or you have a real open mind, and we appreciate that. But this is not Sasquatch 101. It doesn't get any better than this. This is the best there is, and this is coming out of Scotland. These guys. Okay, Colin is the first one in the world, okay, ever to be in this forest with the knowledge that he has of them. Okay, and unbelievably, when he told me, he's like, Mark, you don't understand. This is all because of you. He's like, I watched everything you've ever said and done, your videos. He goes, I do this because I learned from you. And that's an amazing feeling. Like, it's so unbelievable to know that I have someone in Scotland does something because of me. And not only does he do it, he's getting the best stuff it is so good. You guys, I could point them out all day long. They are literally everywhere. I just saw another one right here. So you remember this dude? Right here, we'll look right there. I mean, they were right, like, he's like stepping on them practically. See that one right there? Sorry about the lines. Who cares about lines? If you can see him good enough, perfect. Oh yeah, look at that. See him right there? Right there. Right there. Ooh, I'm getting face on each one. You guys, this camera is very, very good with the face recognition. It does very few false readings. And this one lights up. Where am I? This guy is lit up, and this guy is lit up with face recognition. It's literally putting a square on his face and his face. That's amazing. And then you got to see the totem pole and the one that sticks out up here. So that's pretty amazing. Let me go to the next picture here. Give me a sec. This is the same picture, basically. He just turned a little bit. I'm just messing around as I do this. Remember, I just kind of wing these as I go. Oh yeah, look at him right there. I just saw him when I went full screen. Look at him. They're everywhere in there. Remember, these guys are never alone. Where's the bodies? Why aren't they hit by cars? Like, this is the mentality, you guys. It makes me just want to, yes, turn to genocide for an answer of humans. Like, I'm exaggerating, but man, who has those thoughts? Like, listen, like, I get it from the end game, like where Thanos wanted to wipe out half of life. It's not that I want to do that, of course. Please don't think that. I love everybody. But in a sense, like in a theory, like forget about that we think death is horrible and stuff. In a theory, it makes a lot of sense. You got to get rid of the idiots. You got to revamp the world and, stop these people from arguing over shopping carts at Black Friday, from just being literally horrible to each other. It's getting really old, guys. It's really, really getting old, and I'm really tired of people, like bad people. I'm so tired of it. So I apologize through the breakdown, but I got to get these frustrations out. I don't have a way to vent, and once in a while I'm gonna do it. And if it bothers you, I apologize. I really do apologize. I don't want anyone to get upset about when I'm kind of raging a little bit. Look at this dude. He's right there. And then watch this. So this guy. Because what do you notice about this? Okay, look right here. It's a perfectly impossible parallel trident. I mean, if a carpenter put it up, it wouldn't be any more level. Okay, you can see the levels back here. It's something they do in every single Bigfoot world ever found by any human being. You'll see a sideways tree that goes like this. Yet it won't compute, even with most believers, that they've seen that 1,000 times, and their brain still thinks it's just still wants to use its common sense. You got to get out of your brainwashed thinking to be a part of Colorado Bigfoot. You can be a part of the human world. You can be this awesome person, but just know that the way you think was programmed a long time ago. That's they an attempt to make you think a certain way, and it works, you guys. It literally works. Remember, you operate on faith. They operate on fact. Think about it. You're told, don't worry about it. Just have faith. Okay? I'm showing you the facts. You'll believe in God because you were programmed from a little baby, okay? And you were told what to do as a kid, and you believed it growing up. So now you believe it. It's so hard to change your thinking. What does that make you? Even if you got straight A's and you skipped 10 grades and you were a Harvard graduate, what does that make you? A very simple thinking sheep, okay? That's all it is. It's not an insult. It's almost everybody on earth. So don't feel alone, okay? It's okay. There's very few of us that know this, and you guys, which is about 99% of the people watching this video, and you guys are very, very smart. Feel very special that you understand this. I'm not even kidding. Never take this for 1 second for granted what I'm showing you, because it's gonna, your knowledge is gonna dominate in the future, and learning this stuff now and knowing it. You're special. You're leaps and bounds ahead of some guy in bumper to bumper traffic on his way to work that thinks nothing exists in the world but his life and his traffic. You know, like I said, no one's stopping to look around anymore. No one's thinking anymore for themselves. They think that they're thinking, but they're not. I'm very sorry about that. Let's move on. There's one right there. Look at the teepee structure. Okay, there's your power source. This is an entire house right in here. Literally, right there alone, you could put 30 10-foot Sasquatches right there. Look at the structures coming up in the front, like the lumberyard. They're not expecting anybody. Remember, this is Scotland. Absolutely amazing. And I apologize for ruining this breakdown and getting some of my frustrations out, but you know what? It's time. I'm speaking not... People don't understand that if that frustrated you, I'm speaking for almost everybody that's involved with this. Look at him back here, the teepee structure. He's right there. I'd like to think of it more as like Alice in Wonderland. It's amazing. They are the forest. They control everything. Every sound, every bird, every animal, it's them. Real quick, I want to talk about... I rage in this video, so depending on where I put this clip, maybe I'll put this one in first, I don't know, but forgive me. I'm not trying to make anyone hate me, but I wouldn't mind, you know, taking a few stabs, you know, like I'm really trying to get through people's heads. You have to understand the severity of knowing what I'm showing you and how important this is. This isn't Bigfoot where like, look, I got him, he's in the bushes, you can see his eyes, his face. Look, if you follow Colorado Bigfoot, we're so beyond these people. We're so beyond the common research and what these people are doing, okay, on their weekends. This is the best of the best, what we're doing, and it's going to become even way better. It just is. There's nothing anybody can say. Only the trolls will speak up. It's because they get so mad. I don't know what it is. Like, why not be like, Mark, you're right, this is great. Why not just join in the camaraderie and be a friend instead of being a loser? This is the most amazing thing you could ever know. And I'm going to stop talking about trolls. Okay, so and there's only like 2. So out of 42,000, I have 2 trolls. Watch this. Look at the... First of all, you can't see these. Okay, so this is one of the tricks here. You see this? These aren't visible to your eyes. This is only seen on the camera because it's part of their side. And what they'll do, they connect these to the structures that we can see. And you can see them right here. He's right there. I'm not here to show you the timestamps, but he's there as plain as day. You can see him, okay? I'll never show you him without the structures. Remember that. Without their language. They're everywhere. I just want to give you a quick... I'm not trying to show you them on this picture, but just to give you an idea how they're everywhere. You could even probably... Here, let's get rid of these stickers. You could probably... I don't know why we can't see it. You could probably, you know, get some really... Because he's right here. You can see this is keeping this guy behind... invisible. You see that? Can you see the face back? Can you see him right there? He's like part of the tree. Well, look right here. This is all them. See how this goes out? This is taking the same energy that these are providing that way. This is upside down. It's just, I think it's just hanging, but still it's pretty cool. It's upside down. It goes up, and then you can see there's one invisible one going sideways. I think there's some in there. They are really invisible. The little ones. When I say invisible, they're not. They're just to people. Remember, people think that they see everything. You guys believe everything your brain tells you, don't you? Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, this or that. You're not even giving it a second thought. Like, it's kind of a really weird thought here, but I got to say it because it just came to me last night. I think I was talking to John, and I was like, this thought just came to me. It's like, we feel like, we're in our brain, right? So as like a person, you're up here, you're in your head. Right? We just think that, and it's very well may be the case. But did you ever think that you're not? What if you're in your buttock? What if you're, your spirit? Who knows where you are? Your spirit is. Your brain is just a mechanism. Now, I'm not saying this is true, but I just had this crazy thought because it's true. You have to detach a little bit from what we're taught and what we're brainwashed, and to understand the subject. And it's an interesting theory that. We just think here. Let me put my I haven't showered or anything, but we just think that here. This is us here. Like we're here. Have you ever thought about that? Like it hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday. I'm like, we just swear that everything's here, but this is where you're processing. So maybe your spirit is like in a compartment somewhere else. This is just a body. I'm not suggesting that you should believe this. I'm just saying. Think about things that way once in a while. I just saw a bunch more of them. It's, you know what I mean? Maybe, so you just believe everything up here says. It's when really, it's just telling you what you're supposed to know. You only are told by yourself what you're supposed to know. Isn't that amazing? I can't wait to find out how they've done this to us. It's been over, thousands of years now. Where I think it's really just been hundreds where they've really tried to keep us away from this thinking, and it's mostly the United States. You can go to other countries; they don't even think about this stuff. But there's other countries that do, and they'll tell you all about little people. Like Honduras will tell you, never go in the forest; the little people will get you. Things like that. But remember, they only get assholes. That's the thing. They never get someone like me who understands them and goes and sits with them. And I go over here and sit in the bushes. I'm not on a trail like everyone else. I climb over top of this and go sit Indian style with nothing right around them because I know their faces, I know what they do, I know every single trick beyond any human being in the world. Does that mean I know a lot? Yes, compared to other people, but not really as much as I want. But they love that. They would never hurt me. Okay, I would sit near the most evil, scariest one if he exists, and he would never hurt me. Because he loves that I'm cool. He loves that I don't like other humans too. Well, it's not that I don't like them, I just think that they're bad. Very bad people. This is 2020, guys. People have decided what is okay. And believe me, everything people are doing is not okay, I promise. There's one right there. See him plain as day. They're right there. In chloroform form, you see him? Look at him. His mouth, his eyes, they're everywhere. And I've been with them, you guys. I can't really say, I'm not allowed to tell you, but I have been right here in this situation. Well, I've been there in that situation 1,000 times, but I've also been in the situation when they're right there. Like I can see that, it's amazing. They actually will take memories as well. So to be very careful. You'd be surprised at what some of you have been through and you have no idea. They literally just take it. All these people that say they've been abducted by a UFO, and you just immediately laugh or roll your eyes. But guess what? And I do too still, but I have to think outside of that. One right there. You can see his mouth and his chin, like, unbelievably. Look at that. And then, look, coming up, I think there's one holding on here. You can kind of see behind in the darkness if you look carefully. I'm going off on these tangents that, look, I have no plans. I was really just going to go in here and just get the point out and stop. And this, you guys, this stuff just comes out. It's not even me talking. You gotta understand, like, only the people that know me real well will believe this. I don't know where this information comes from. I vent it frustratingly. Sometimes it's not educational, like where you really need someone that can reach you verbally and with a great personality just right. I'm not really that person. Because you're supposed to be able to do this on your own. I'm the guy that's going to shove it down your throat and be like, listen, if you don't understand this, you're stupid. Okay, and I'm exaggerating right now, but that's the kind of the way I am. You're not dealing with your typical personality. You're dealing with someone that operates solely on factual experiences. I have stood in more Bigfoot worlds than anyone on the planet. Okay, and I know what I'm doing. You either have to trust me if you don't know me, or just go to somewhere else, because I'll never lie, and all of this is real. And the more you know it, the more you see it, you'll actually teach yourself. You'll be watching one of these videos, and you'll be able to stop it where no one else is seeing it. Even me, we'll just go right by it. But you, because there's, we need more of us. You'll just be like, oh my God, let me see this. Let me pause. Like, what is this going on? Like, you'll start to see it. You'll start to read their language. Okay, and when you read their language, it'll really start to bring you in. You know what I mean? Then you wouldn't see that picture in 1,000,002 years if you didn't have the language present, right? You didn't have their language present. They're taught, learned language when they're babies. Every single one of them, every single unseen world being learns this language. I have literally thousands and thousands of pictures of the giant structure and then the little baby exact duplicate next to it. I've said it in hundreds of videos. Daddy, baby. People, it doesn't register. Your brains aren't working for the unseen world. And I'm just trying to get that through to you. That's all. You guys, I'm not special. I'm an idiot. You've heard me talk. But this, I know better than anybody. And you just gotta trust me, okay? Because you're gonna know it better than me one day. Everyone's gonna dominate me in this. I'm not going to stay on top of this. I'm showing people it's happening all around the world. You guys, I get literally 10, 20, 30 emails just on that a day. Mark, you have changed my life. You can't imagine what I have seen, what I have done because of you. Mark, I was going to commit suicide. You've changed everything for me. Over and over and over. I can't even believe those messages. I'm like, I did? Like, oh my God, that's crazy. So, this one came out blurry. I don't know why. It's so perfect on my cell phone. Look at him hanging, guys. Do you see him? Look at the feet, legs. He's holding on to the bend that goes all the way down, and where all the other ones are holding on to the bend as well. These are all hands touching this. I mean, don't I get like a medal or like a t-shirt?